Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. You're probably confused. Unless you know the game and the title, then you're not confused. Welcome to an interesting one today. I am playing one of my favorite games. Welcome to Realm of the Mad God. This one was on a bit of a whim to just play. So I'm here today because I really like this game. Now this is a, how would you describe it? I would describe it as like a bullet hell MMO RPG type thing, where you run around and you do the dungeons and you loot the things. It's got that nice little retro style, and it's a very fun game. And I have been playing this since, gosh, Flash days. I mean, the game had only been out for a while, and I was playing like heck when it was under different company, all that stuff. So I wanted to, I guess, kind of just share this game with you all. So welcome. We're gonna play the game today. So I'm trying to, I guess, I kind of do a bit of an introduction. There's gonna be a lot of things you're probably like, what the heck's going on? Like, look at all this cool stuff. But I think we're gonna start with the basics, and I'm gonna run you all through the tutorial and kind of like what you would do if you were a new character, like jumping into this for the first time. We're gonna kind of do that, and then we'll kind of branch out from there to show you just some stuff you can get into. So, a few things when you create your new character. I'm not sure this will even pop up the first time you get in, because you have a bunch of characters and they have ways to unlock them. But I'm pretty sure you still start with, when you open the game for the first time, you play as the wizard. Not gonna do anything crazy. Oh, I can't take my pet. Okay. So we're just going. Okay. I know I'm rambling. I'm like a mix of excited and all sorts of fun stuff. So, enough rambling. Let me show you Realm of the Mad God. So first things first. If I can spell. We're gonna throw you right into the tutorial. And this is what you have. Pay no attention to my pet. You normally don't have a pet. This is what you are. Welcome to Realm of the Mad God. This is you! You have gear and things. I have better starting gear because of stuff, but this is you! You're all wizard! What do? Wizard things. Like, cast spells and stuff. Yes. But yes, this is a bullet hell type thing. There's a lot of cool things. I haven't actually done a tour in a while, so look at all this cool stuff. It's actually today's update a lot for. Of course, you got your stuff here telling you. Look at that! The tutorial. Oh, they've done so much work to it. So yes. Here's the thing. This is a permadeath game. Yep, there it is. So you're like, what's the point of this game? Well, I don't know. If you're a bit of a masochist, I suppose. But it's one of those, how far can I get on this character? Shucks. I died. Well, let's do it again. Yes, and there's basically a safe place. Where obviously you can't get attacked. You have your vault for storing items. We'll get that in here in a bit. But here, just gonna play tutorial. Curious, how much damage does this do? Ow! 1 damage. Ow! So yeah, you should be able to see my cursor and everything. Okay, I had to actually check and make sure it was recording, Robert. Shoot the blocks. Yeah! Shoot the evil chickens! Awesome. This game is goofy, but like, ooh, so yep, we're wizards, so we have a spell, so we can go. Hey, we did it! We did it! Woo! All right. So each character will have its different loot and stuff. Here's an example of everything's a little starting here. Our ring's better, but we have. It is a run around, loot and shoot type thing. So you'll have your main weapon, There are some that can be used by several classes. For the wizard, we can use staves. We have an ability, which is class character exclusive, which the wizards have the spell. There are different types of armor. As you can see underneath the little where it says power level, you can see everything that can wear it. We wear robes, and then anybody can wear different ranks. So there's a bullet hell, loot and shoot, all that fun stuff. And yeah. Yeah, we can use our mouse wheel to zoom in and out of the minimap. So yeah, this little icon here tells us our current quest. The quests get harder as you go, obviously. You might have noticed this little bar over here. We're almost there, and I'll show you in a sec. Da-da-da-da, we leveled up! And what does that do? It increases our base stats a bit. Like, hopefully most games. So. Don't worry, we have health and magic potions, so we don't die immediately, because in a permadeath game, that would suck. Now, I don't know why I originally started playing this game. Maybe it's just a nostalgic feeling, maybe it's just a... I don't know. Could be a number of things, but you know, it's just like, it looks cool. It's that cool little pixel style, run around and do things, and I was like, yeah, you know? Or better, so I'll just... Normally when you do the tutorial, you wouldn't you wouldn't have these better gear. This is what you get for playing for a while, because you get account levels, by the way. But yeah, I've been playing this game for years, and it's you can find this game on Steam. You can even do its standalone, which is just type in Realm of the Mad God. So it's up to you how you want to do it. You can either do the standalone client, which is what I prefer to use, but it is also on Steam if you're into like the trading cards and the different bits and all that fun stuff and achievements. Yeah. So it's an option. But yeah, you'll see real quick pretty much the sort of rhythm of the game. Go into a dungeon, defeat the enemies, excuse me. These guys are literally flying off the shelves here. Just keep coming. Look at that. And you can choose different gear stuff. The tiers, obviously, the higher the tier, the better that it is anyway. So, stuff like that. Yeah, this is Realm of the Mad God. Woo! We are safe in the Nexus. This is where basically you can find all the different things. So, yeah. Let's go to the Nexus and kind of get an idea where we're going. When you first spawn in, load the game up after you did all that, this is where it's going to spit you. Right here. You're probably like, what the heck is going on? Obviously, you can see a bunch of different people doing things. Pay no attention to the bots doing their thing. You're going to be like, where do I go? What do I do? Well, naturally, you'll want to get out there and do some dungeons first. So, you have different options of your choice. These are all just different things. Say, you know, hey, like this is this portal. All portals are essentially go to the same place. It's just the different amount of people that are there. Maybe if you want a little one with less going on, you'll go in here. Take your time. You want more people doing more world bosses, you go to that one. But yeah, welcome to the realm. Start on the beach, and as I zoom all the way, you see there's a lot going on out here. That's cool. Anyway, we're gonna stay on the beach because we are level 3 and we have pretty low gear, and we need some levels. So let's go level up. In the earlier stages, there was a bit like a peacefulness to it. It was like, yeah, you feel powerful, you know, you're a wizard and doing things, and the magic pixels on the screen, and it gets dangerous and all that fun stuff. Look at that, look at this. This might be a tier 1, but look. This is a bit of a newer thing, but they added to where you can get, it's not just a generic staff. Like, look at these two. Sure, I got a tier 1 firebrand staff. Or I got a tier 1 legendary firebrand staff with bonuses on it. Because a lot of cool things you can find. You see, enemies drop stuff. Some stuff is better than other stuff. And well, that's the game. beat the enemy, loot the stuff, do the thing, rinse and repeat. It's pretty fun, pretty peaceful in some cases, until you get to later dungeons and you're practically running for your life. I do have to remind you, this is a permadeath game, so when you die, your character and all the stuff on it, kaput, gone, out, deleted, donezo. Alright, so here's our dungeon. We are in Forest Maze. Sometimes the Forest Maze, will have different modifiers, like this one. Bosses will get 15% more loot, and minions give less XP though. Ooh. Let's clear the maze. Defeat some enemies, get some loot. XP, yada yada yada. I've said the same thing like 30 times now, and you're like, brother, we get it. Alright, 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 alright. I like my better defense ring, but health is obviously a good one to have. You never have enough health. You can never have enough health potions on you. Those things drop everywhere. Now, if I can, I'll try to show you a few of the other things along the way. Because I have a little pet following me. Let's see, I can zoom in a little bit here. Got a little penguin. Little penguin. Look at this guy. Adorable. We love this guy. Look at him. And pets have abilities. Ooh, I'll zoom all the way up. Right. That's about where I like to play it. Yeah. Maybe I'll zoom in a little bit for y'all's sake so you can see a little better. But yeah. You get different helpers to help you along the way, do different things, yada yada. Mine gives a little bit healing and also restores my magic quicker. Obviously, magic's how you cast your abilities. Oof. And it regenerates over time. Same with health, but when you're like in the heat of battle, that stuff kind of regens a little slower. So be sure to be careful. But if you ever get hurt, like, oh no, ow, I'm taking damage. Oh, here I can drink one of my potions. Each potion gives 100 health. They've given new players a bit of love over the years and stuff. Even for a permadeath game, it's like, you don't like starting from zero completely. So they had a few different things. Like, you see how I got all this cool gear starting out? Well, that's because they gave account levels. So as you play the game and just level up, all this XP I'm getting for fighting enemies and things and such, well, it goes towards your account too. So as you gain levels for your account, you can start getting cool, fun bits and things like different little emotes and stuff like that. So there's a bit of fun to the game too. And this, whatever you read online, whatever you do, if you want to make the progression, you're going to have to do the harder dungeons. But take the game at your own pace. Have fun with it. How this game works is that we're all fighting to save the realm. And anything you do in the main world, whether it's fighting little enemies on the beach to fighting the big bosses that spawn, you are contributing to the total score, as it's called, where we can go fight the final boss. And kind of rinse and repeat. He doesn't go away forever. We just deal with him for the moment, collect some loot, and survive another day to go fight him again. Also, the music's nice. The music in the tutorial, for the longest time, was it. It was the one track on repeat. Over and over and over and over. And you kind of got numb to it after a while, but it is refreshing to see that they started adding different things like, oh hey, whimsical little music in different areas. Also, this is a really long, I know I'm clearing out for XP, but I realize this is a pretty long forest maze. Alright, so anyway, the boss of this dungeon is the Mama Mega Moth. We should have good enough gear to take her on. Alright, so as with most bosses, watch out for the minions. We have some good AoE with our wizard spell, so let's do that. Now, notice if we don't clear the minions in time, they start healing the boss. I'm stunned. I can't attack. And like that. Boom. When you defeat a dungeon, oftentimes they'll drop what's called a mark. And you're like, what do I do with marks? Well, it's pretty good for just the first little bag here of stuff. But this is stuff we can't use, you know. I don't use a dagger. I'm not playing a paladin. I'm not using a bow. So I can choose to, you know, maybe that's a really good bow I want to use for another character. Or I'm like, I don't need this. Drop it off. Go about your business. Alright. So let's say you've been looting and you're doing great and you're filled to the brim and you're like, what do I do with all this stuff? Why am I even holding on to this stuff? If it's a permadeath game, what's the point? Well, you can either press it normally be here, the little Nexus button, or the hotkey you have it set to. I think default by itself is like R or whatever or something. I changed mine to C because it's a little easier because I'm a wuss. I was like, I don't want to die and lose all my stuff. So anyway, you get a vault. Alright, so here's the easiest explanation. The vault is your space for all your stuff. Well, the first thing you want to worry about here is this. This is your main vault, right? Now, normally it won't be this big. This is me getting stuff over time to expand it. You only have so many spots. So if you play the game, you can earn vault space for free. Or you can put money into it. It's your choice. But you're like, okay, I really like this item, and I don't want to lose it when this character dies eventually. So you take it, and you drop it in. And hey, look, there it is. And you need it for, say, on a different character, you pull it back out. Easy peasy. That is, this storage space will stay in between all your characters. You get something really cool and you just don't want to use it yet, or it's for a character you don't have unlocked or anything like that, put it in your vault. You'll save it for later. Now sometimes the game gives you free stuff. And you're like, oh cool, free stuff. Well, here's where all the free stuff goes. This does not take up your normal vault space, and you can leave it in here as long as you want until you need to use it. So look at all these goodies. This is a bunch of free stuff I've gotten over time. Or I've turned in quests. And this is where it goes. That's what you do. It goes here into your gift chest until you are ready for it. I'll explain what this chest and this chest does in a bit. But for now, for a new player, this is where you start. So alright, you fought, you loot, you leveled up, and you're like, I want to go do a bit more. Well, we do have this mark. Let's see if it's useful for something. Let's go to the daily quest room. You have login rewards, so as long as you play every day, you get a free reward a day. That'll go in your gift chest. Very nice, very nice. And then we have the Tinker. This is where you can turn in your marks, for example, like the one I have, the mark of the Mama Merma, and you defeat the dungeon, you get the mark, and then you get rewards. Woo-hoo! Now there's different ones. Some of them are miscellaneous, like this one. It's a pretty tough dungeon, but you get better rewards. Some of them, they want you to defeat the same dungeon over and over again to make a point. You get a reward. There's a lot of different ones, so choice yours. You even got little ones. And there's the event tab. This is, you know, this is where you get some like cool stuff. Maybe if you put money in the game or you bought like the battle pass, this is where you can spend some of that cool stuff to get different things. Some of it's just things you'll get throughout the game to get some cool gear. Feel free to go through it, look through it. But really, just focus on the main quest tab here for now. So I think we should work on this one. It's a simple one. We've already got one. We've got 4 more to go. We'll fight Dreadstuff, the Pirate King. Arachna, the Spider Queen. Mixacotl, he's in the Forbidden Jungle. And Queen Bee in the Hive. Woo. And our reward is a quest chest and a treasure map. Woo. Alright. So, hit your Nexus key, go back. Also, you can get to the Tinker and the Daily thing from here. If you're one of those people who wants to spend money on the game, there's other cool skins and stuff. Do that. You don't feel pressured. It's cosmetic only. It's up to you. You can even earn skins from bosses and things along the way. Or you can even open up the that's yeah, okay, that's good. Yeah, you can even buy like accessory dyes and stuff like on a whim, and like, yep, ooh, look at that, you know. But we'll get to decorating later. Here's the main shop NPC here. This is where you can spend stuff with the real life currency. This is what the gold's for. Sometimes they have free packs, so don't be afraid to check this, and you will get free stuff every now and then. Right here is your actual battle pass, and this is just for earning XP. You get some stuff that you get for buying the actual one. So if you activate it, you can, you know, pay money and get it. I have a discount going right now because I have a account reward, so it's not usually this cheap, but it's like most battle passes around 10 bucks, and you'll get some cool things like, you know, better loot, some guaranteed loot, some stuff to level up your character. Like even this one, look, unlocks a health ring for your character. Bunch of fun little things. Feel free to look over them. I'll hopefully get into what a lot of them are here in a bit, but hey, they just restocked all the rings. But all that aside, let's stop rambling. All right, we have a goal. We know we need to level up. We need to get better loots, and we know we have a daily quest. So let's go get her done. Pirate Cave, perfect. That's what we gotta do. I really do like the fact they added more music and stuff. Like, it really brings an extra level of like depth and life to the game. Even just running the easy dungeons like this, it's just whimsical and fun. I love it. So sorry if I'm doing a terrible job of teaching what the heck's going on. I'm not exactly the best teacher. But I'm trying to, I still want to share this, you know. This game is fun. They've added so much stuff to it. What started as literally just a bunch of pictures on the screen, like look at the detail, the water physics, like freaking messages in the bottle and stuff like that. Like, or maybe it might just be litter. Pirates. They're not getting too much run. But there's so much that is fun. Wizard! Fireball! 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 Let's see. No, nothing better. I have too much good loot. I can't even get upgrades because I'm just too... I'm too powerful. My starting gear is too good for these low-level dungeons. Hey, that's not a bad thing, though. You see I'm just schmoving through them? That's what we want. We want the XP. We want the loot. We want to get rid of all these evil minions of Oryx. Did you know it's from the Mad God? Did you know the Mad God's name is Oryx? There's some Destiny fans out there freaking out. I don't think it's the same one, but I like the words. Hey! We got the mark, and what's this? Ooh, a special ring? Corsair ring! If you look closely, you'll see like a little symbol on the top right that says, what it says from? A lavish golden ring adorned with a prized ruby from Dreadstump spoils. It gives more HP, a little less defense than what I have, but it has an enchantment to give more HP but decreases my attack. That's pretty good. We'll probably, I mean, for what it is, it's just a fun ring to have early on. So I'll hang on to it. It's not the best item in the game, but I mean, for this early on, if anything, it's a good luck charm. You will trade gear for better gear, and the time's gonna come when you're like, there's so much loot on the ground, what do I do? You're gonna have to drop something. I'm sorry. But the good news is, you'll be able to have a chance of earning it again, I promise. We are near the jungle, so let's see if we... Hold on. Okay. We are looking for a hive, a spider cave, and the Forbidden Jungle. So hopefully we can... as you might have saw, the enemies both drop loot and the portals to dungeons. So since we're in like the lavish... there we go. We're lucky. Since we're a low enough level, it tells us this is where we need to go. The Great Coil Snake. That is who we need to fight to get into the Forbidden Jungle. We just be chased down by a bunch of enemies. Oh gosh, they're not gonna make it easy for you. Let me in! For each one of you that stop me, you turn into more XP. Alright. Oh, it's a spider den. We need that too. But this is pretty rare to find, so we're gonna do that first. Also, there's loot here if you want to pick that up. Anyway, the Forbidden Jungle. Alright. Triple your chance of boss dropping an iconic reward? Alright. If you ever see a Forbidden Jungle early on, it is a very good dungeon. Because the enemies give a bit more XP. It is a little tougher than probably what you're used to at this point in the game. If you're new, so to take your time. If you get hurt, don't be afraid to go back into another room and just chill out for a second. Your health will regen on its own. Take your time. Oh, if you are curious, the max level is level 20. Once you hit level 20, you're at the point where, like, what do I do now? Well, each character has their own set of stats, right? So here's a little overview of our stats, what we got going on, all that. And every time we level up, most of them, all of them go up a little bit more, so. By the way, if you cast a spell right on the enemy, all those little shots it talks about, just right on the enemy. See his little health bar? Boom, gone. But yes, once you get level 20, at that point, your bro was just sliding. You see him? Ooh, walking. Your goal is to now work on two things: getting better gear. There's always different gear, better gear. You can even these are our default 1 through 8, so you can even change your keys, by the way. But you can press the buttons to hot swap to different things. Like, let's say, boom, I wanted to hot swap my rings or something because I'm about to fight a boss. Maybe I want more HP. Boom, I equip it on. We're good. So don't be afraid to bring like an extra different weapons, because there are special weapons than just the basic ones. Like how this one here. Take for example this one. See how this says T4? That means it's a tier 4. It's a level 4 weapon. But this one says UT. That means it's untiered. That means it is unique. Untiered, you can even treat it as unique tier. Different ways how you word it. But that basically means that, oh hey, this one has stats that are going to be slightly different from the normal gear, to the point where they can't put it in the, is this good or bad, in like the level 1 through 10 list, something like that. So, let's say, a really good player, by the end of it, they might have all untiered weapons, all, unique tiered items. That's probably because they give really good stats, really good things. That's what you want. Alright, so let's say you're level 20, you have the best gear. What do you do next? Well, that's where you start drinking stat potions. If I can, I'll try to show you some of that here in a bit. But certain bosses in later dungeons will drop stat potions along with their other loot. Those will permanently increase your stats by whatever potion it is. So, let's say, oh man, I'm moving real slow. I wish I could be a little faster. I'm gonna go farm a dungeon that drops potions of speed. The next thing you know, I'll be zooming across the screen. Speed's a pretty good stat because that means I can dodge more shots. No matter what anyone says, speed is not to be underestimated. Don't have to worry about dying if I don't get hit. Alright, there's the boss. Alright, the blue shield means it's an invulnerable phase. So when their health bar turns back to green, yellow. Green? Yellow? Green? I can't tell. It's a little weird. You can damage them. So, yep. Don't forget, there's going to be little minions sometimes. They'll spawn over here. Don't be afraid to knock them out if you feel like you're getting overwhelmed. And of course, don't be afraid to back off into another room. Depending on the dungeon. Ooh, alright. He's entering his second phase. He's going crazy. He's going to chase you down. Throw all your wizard stuff at him. Boom. Here's what we're after. The mark of Mixiclaw. So we have 3 of the 5 marks we need. And hey, look at this. Pollen powder. You see that little blue square? That restored, if I use my spell and use that, it would restore my magic for both me and everyone in my party. Because yes, this game is fun with friends. Just don't be sad if one of you dies and you're like, no! Because, yep, then, well, the dungeons got a little bit harder because it's just you now. Alright, so joke aside, we have 3. We now need the hive and the spider den. Ooh. Knock out a few of these easy enemies along the way. Get some more XP for us. Doing good, level 3. Nope! I'm a monster, I hit the bunny. Spider den! Hey. Arachnophobia warning. Alright. Some suspicious eggs, I hope will... Oh, I got too close! Yeah, prepare to be overwhelmed by sheer amounts of crazy little spiders. But spider dens are they're pretty good for XP, but they're a good dungeon because a lot of times they'll drop... Wait for it. Healing ichors. Regular potions do 100. These do 150. And in my quick slot, I'm actually gonna do something ballsy and start carrying healing ichors. I have a feeling I'm gonna get at least a few of them in this dungeon, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to pick them up while I can. Oh yes, heroic orbs gives a bit of a buff for you. Minions have more defense, and enemies have a chance to split into more spiders. Do you have more spiders for your spiders? So these little orbs give you little buffs while you're in the dungeon, whether it be healing or damaging or more health. Let's go crazy. We're going crazy. Music here is like epic. Look at that. We have max healing ichors already, and we're not even around the corner to the boss yet. Now, let's say there's a certain point you're going through the dungeon, you're like, I don't know, this dungeon's too easy, the enemies ain't doing much. Well, it is a permadeath game, so do this at your own risk. What you can do is called rushing. See this? Throwing caution to the wind. I'm literally just gonna run and just jump. Ain't worried about nothing. Just keep going. Oh, hey, look at that, we're in the boss room. Arachna, the Spider Queen. There's a slowing web, shoots a bunch of projectiles, so keep that in mind. We're doing pretty good, because we're a wizard and we have good range and good damage from a distance, so this shouldn't be too bad. She does spawn in little spider minions. That seems to be a theme with law bosses. Spawn more minions to help you out. And before you know it, the fight's over. And hey, look! We got a spider shuriken for the ninja. Very nice. Don't need that bow, so I'm gonna drop it off. Now, we have 4 of the 5 if we need. And a cool item for another character. I may not be able to use it right now, but hey. It even has enchantment on it. More MP. Good for ninjas. We got our loot. Let's go get the last one. The hive. In the actual open plane, you can teleport to other players by clicking on them and hitting teleport. Or, if the actual beacons have been unlocked, which we'll probably come across one here in a sec. If the beacons are unlocked, you can teleport to them. Now, beacons aren't just unlocked in the entire open world here on a whim. They're usually guarded by an enemy. Defeat the enemy, you unlock it to teleport to for yourself and anyone else in the realm. Here's the enemy we're looking for. They guarantee drop the hive. Here's the beacon, by the way. There's usually a little enemy here. You defeat them, boom. You can teleport to it. See? Anyway, this is our last dungeon we need. The hive. By the way, if you stroll all the way out, and you can see like the quest marker and the little red dot will determine pretty much where you need to go. So I'm just gonna squeeze through here a little bit. This dungeon has a lot of status effects in it. Usually you'll do bleeding and slowing and stuff like that, so do be careful running through. Again, pretty good XP. Now, one thing about this game, especially a big thing for me, is like a lot of what's called the visual noise. So there's going to be a lot of things on the screen sometimes. So if that's something that bothers you, that's your warning now. It's going to get a little crazy after a while. The game itself is not very crazy on computers and stuff, so you should be fine. It is mostly pixels and stuff. It is still in that sort of bit style. And somebody say, honey. Surprise doesn't tell you what it does. It actually, I think it's a bug. It's supposed to tell you what it does. That gives the healing effect. It doesn't heal you for just a quick amount of HP, like say a potion does, but it'll give you healing over time. So basically, you're supercharging your. Is this the way to get in here? No, it ain't. It is? No. Okay, that's against the wall. Anyway, a little bit of honey to heal your wounds. The bees and the honey. Just a smackful of honey. Alright, so once you're through slogging through literally the hordes of bees, because, sorry, swarm of bees. I said it wrong. We're level 16. The queen! Throw caution to the wind! Be like a real wizard! Fireball! 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 Hey. Hey! Oh, I accidentally double-clicked it, I'm a fool! Okay. So, playing a dangerous game. I got so distracted. I got low health. Okay, so if you saw it for a split second, the queen bee dropped a stat potion. A potion of dexterity, which increases your fire rate. It's very minuscule at first, but it will do better over time. So Queen Bee is one of the first dungeons you can go to increase it. So no matter what my stats are at level 20, they are going to be a permanent +1 dexterity. Yes, you can drink stat potions before level 20, but it's not really recommended because you want to see where your character's at. Sometimes you might not have to drink as many stat potions, sometimes you drink more. Okay. So press your Nexus button, go back to the home thing here. We have all 5 of the marks on us, so let's go turn in our quest. Oh, by the way, this is keyboard and mouse game, of course. You can press space. You don't have to reach over here and click it. You can just press space to interact with things. See, the mouse is here, but I still open the menu. Yeah, use hit space. Anyway, run the table. We have all 5 marks. We hit complete. The rewards sent to the gift chest, beginner quests, and the treasure map. Okay. Let's go to the vault. And see, yep, we have inventory space now. I'm gonna save this spider shuriken for later. Let's drop it in the vault here. Alright. We have our treasure map, and we have our beginner quest chest. Woo! Well, let's open the chest. It'll pop open a little thing here. You break it, and you get some free loot. Ooh, got some pirate round. Got a potion of speed. Ooh, look at that. You got just a bunch of different gear. We even got another Corsair ring. But it has different, oh, look at that. Increased life, blue stack. Let's see, we got, the powder again, the speed, the honey, all this cool stuff, Alright. But, you know, again, it's like, you know, I don't really need the honey, you know. Put the honey down, you know. Pirate rum, it's just for fun. We don't really need it. So, if it's stuff you don't need, yeah, just don't be afraid to leave it on the ground. We go back to it later. And you see, I got like a bunch of other stuff here, you know, in my chest. I'll get back to it later. Alright. So, here is the other explanation here. So, you've got yourself a stat potion. Well, here's the potion rack. If you don't want to use it and you want to save it for later, you drop it off here. Now, it starts a lot lower than this. I've put a little bit of funds into the game over the years. Yes, years, I know, terrible. And so, yeah. You can store it for later. But as you hover over them, it'll even tell you the dungeons where you have a chance to find them. Most commonly, so. So this is really good if you're like, oh, I gotta figure out what I need to do to, you know, it even tells you the difficulty of the dungeon too. So like it says 5.5, that means, I think the max is 10. So that kind of gives you an idea of like, ooh, that's what I gotta look out for. So we got a treasure map here. Right? It's taking a second to load. It's really taking a second to load. No! You have to remember, this is an online game. Oh well, please hold. Well, that took a second. Anyway, welcome back. Technical difficulties aside, I think you start the game and everything. Alright, where was I? Alright, so, we have the treasure map. Now, this is considered a key. Keys will take a second to open. You get stars on your character by leveling up the characters themselves. Get them to level 20, and just where you get first of your few stars. Start maxing out characters. Maxing all their stats with the stat potions. And you get more stars, and just playing the game. You'll get more as you do better with each character. But once you get a certain point, you can finally open it. So, because I'm such a nice person, we're going to open this up. I know, it's nice and nice person. We're going to open this up in Republic here in the Nexus so people can join us. Behold, the Cave of 1,000 Treasures. Some cool things we can loot through. Now, I have my settings in a very specific way. Like I say, visual noise kind of gets to me. So I'll actually turn down the transparency of the characters, so I don't have to worry about seeing it. Yeah, see, yeah, you need it for a mission. Let's go. So it worked out. So I'm just, truth be told, everybody loves this dungeon. They're gonna rush through, so I'm just gonna go here, wait till they get close, and then teleport when they're next to the boss. People do that. And if you're early on, don't be afraid to do that. Sometimes you just need the loot, you're struggling, it's a team-based game. Someone's going to be more powerful to you, you're going to be more powerful than others. Da-da-da-da! We did it! So we got the mark of the effigy, and that. And look at that! Better gear. So, for the first time in this whole recording, I have a new robe and a new one. Sure. In Nexus. Sure. He needs to do another, so let's go. I have another one stored away. Let's go help. Let's do some jolly cooperation. Anyway, that worked out great for us because look at that. Look. Okay, we'll drop that for a sec. We're going from 25 to 45 a shot to 50 to 95. With all these cool bonuses. Attack, speed, like, oh, look at that. So good. Don't need this. Leave it on the ground for somebody. And since he has another, let me actually see. How many more of these I got? That might just be the one I got for now. Maybe there's another one here and I'm just blind, so... Oh well. There he is. Now let's open the treasure map. And let's go again. Maybe we'll get a better spell this time. Since we have a bit more damage on our side now and a better armor, we can actually probably run through and help clear some of these early enemies. Look at that. Way quicker than last time. Oh, look at them, they're running through. Yeah, this is like obviously got, you know, dodge boulders, so like it is a cave of 1,000 treasures. Alright. Like that, we're already at the boss. Ooh, look at that. A legendary tier 10 katana. I think I'll take it. I don't need any more of these marks, but don't feel free to take what you need. Increase wisdom at 60%. Oh, cool. Alright, so we've done dungeons, we've leveled up, we did things. Look at that, we're almost at level 19. I mean level 20. Let me just run into a realm here. I want to get to level 20 because I want to show you more stuff. Alright, let's just teleport to a little further into the realm, right? Pick a beacon, find some more enemies, beat them up, do the thing, get some levels. Okay, we're here. We're almost there. Look at that, and we are level 20. Okay, so once you hit level 20, you're like, where'd my level go? Well, you're level 20. You don't have to worry about that anymore. You now do what's called, you earn what's called fame. Fame, as you defeat enemies, you're slaying the bad guys, you're the heroes of the realm, fighting the mad god over here. Here's a little portrait here. You're gonna earn fame. Fame is basically a count-tied currency, kind of like the free currency in most games. And you can use it to buy some starting gear if you don't want to go grind. You can use it to upgrade certain things that, you know, don't get deleted as you play the game type thing. Fame is its own resource that will come in handy later. But you see how mine says 20 out of like 5,000? That's because as you earn fame, you earn stars for your account stuff. So fame is one of the things that helps determine your star level. So take your character, defeat more enemies. You can either do easier enemies to take your time with it, or you can defeat tougher enemies to get more fame in one go. Like right now, we're fighting a Ghost King here, right? It's a little world boss, so let's see how much fame we get after we defeat him and his minions, right? Could be 1, could be 2. Oh, there he goes. Look at that. 1 whole fame. Yeah, I know, it's not a lot. But as you start doing tougher enemies, you're going to realize you're getting fame like it's nothing. It's just going to start pouring in, and you get the resource. You also get a bunch of fame when you die. A lot of your gear, and so that's how you actually earn your fame. Is that when you die, you will earn that fame onto your actual account. Like you probably saw a big fame number I had next to my gold, because I had like a little bit leftover gold. I think you start with like 50 bonus gold. They give you for free. So, fame's good. It's a resource. If I remember, I'll show you where we can spend it. So anyway, you've been looting, you're leveling, you did great, you're doing dungeons, you get stats, and then you notice this over here. Reached 100% of realm score. Oryx the Mad God, I will suffer no more of your impudence. I have closed this realm. You will not live to see the light of day. So that portal that we went to in the Nexus has closed. It's gone. No one else can enter it. It's just us and whoever's in the realm, which is 18 people, 19 people, 20 people. Okay, so I guess some people were in dungeons or a little late getting into the portal. So what this means is Oryx is mad at us for running around this open world and knocking out all his little minions. Well, saying too. Oryx is mad at us. The big boss is mad at us. So now, he wants to fight us. So naturally, we're gonna be like, alright, you're evil. So we're gonna go fight him. So, that means it'll take a second. It takes about a minute or two, I believe. I think it's about 2 minutes, maybe. Minute and a half. And it will teleport us to his castle. He brings all the heroes of this realm to the castle, and we're gonna go fight him. Now, we have okay gear. But, I mean, if you're going to the big bad's castle, that's where all the good gear's at, so why not? Ooh, is that a better spell, finally? Yeah! Oh, look at that. We lose a little bit of health and get a little bit more attack. That's not bad. More damage. Yeah! Fireball! Okay, so. Also, okay, so a little bit more on stat potions. You see how my dexterity says 56 and that little number says 19? Well, this means that if I drink, say, this stat potion, it permanently went up by 1, and I only need 18 to max. My minions have failed me, but now you shall feel my wrath. Come meet your doom at the walls of my castle. Oh, I'm just gonna say warning now. Chat gets a little crazy down here. So anyway, mandatory lag because everybody's being thrown into one dungeon at once. All right. Now's the real test. We've been fighting the minions, doing the dungeons, and now we're gonna go fight the boss himself. And all his little minions. If you feel uncomfortable and you don't think you're tough enough to do this, go back to the Nexus. Do not be afraid. Take your time, take your pace with this game, and just learn the stuff. And if you're like, you know what? I want to test what I've learned. Perfect. Welcome to Oryx's Castle. It's called Realm of the Mad God for a reason. And we gotta, us and the rest of the heroes here, we've gotta deal with it. First, we gotta get past the Stone Guardians. Spoiler alert, there's trading in the game. You can trade between other characters and such. So if you need certain better gear, or maybe you just need certain stat potions you haven't got your hands on, some people probably need... You trade them, say, your speed potions for dexterity, you know, something like that. You never know with them. It's going to get a little hectic here. Now, for the first wave of the boss, everyone will focus on one of the Stone Guardians. That's the one, whichever one everyone's shooting at, that's the one you want to go for. The other one, he's going to heal a bunch of health. Now be careful, because he throws his sword. If that hits you, these yellow shots will paralyze you. You will not be able to move. After that, it's rinse and repeat. It's a little bit tougher, so you throw a sword. Hey, look at that. Different weapons. Oryx's Chamber. The Mad God himself. By the way, like most bosses, it has multiple phases, so get ready for a good time. I don't know what's going to happen. We might defeat him. We might fall here. By the way, whatever button your health potions are on, make sure you figure that one out. You might need them. Now, a lot of times, you might see me just standing here. That's because we have some priests and stuff. I'm mostly just watching my health bar and shooting in his general direction, I'll be honest. on my health potions. I got a little low there. Things are gonna get a little crazy here. Again, if this is too much for you, back off or go to the Nexus. It's one of those live to fight another day. And if you die, don't feel sad. That is how the game works. Oryx is defeated! Woo! Da 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 da! We did it! Or did we? He's retreated to his wine cellar. That's why we have the speed sprouts. Da, 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 meow. For something you get in an early game dungeon, they really do come in handy. A lot of enemies, and truth be told, they're going to keep attacking you no matter what. So, you can try to clear them. Oh, by the way, in these endgame dungeons, you can't teleport to people. That's why I'm running through. So, I should probably warn you yet. Probably going to be... Now, this is where... See? It's starting to happen. People are dying. This is where it gets tough. This is where the first test of many will be. Oh gosh! That hurt! I'm just shoot my fireball spell bird, hope it does a little bit of damage. That's all I can really do from here. I could jump in and try to do more damage, but I'm pretty weak. And a bit of a scaredy cat, not gonna lie. Whoop! Run! Now, we have a lot of good characters with people here who are doing really good, so truth be told, I ain't doing nothing. I don't think I've done hardly any damage. Ooh. I drink another potion. Got hit with a lot of stuff there. A lot of projectiles on the screen. We did it. Tier 6 Ring of Unbound Magic. Look at that. We have so much magic on our hands now. Also, this is a better ornament, so I can drop that one off. Don't worry about these statues. You'll see there's a portal to the Nexus. You take the portal, and you go back home. Da 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 da. Hey, you can go back up here, and the portal will probably be reopened for you to go back in and try again. Alright, and that is the basic play of the game. You know, that's basically what you do. So, you go through the realm, level up, do the dungeons, level up to 20, get your stat potions, level up your character a bit, see what you're missing. Like, see, mine, I think one of my things is giving me mass attack. Yep. But the second number is determining what you need to max the character out. So let's say for this one, I need 14 speed. I conveniently have 14 speed saved up. I could drink them all one by one, or I can just hit max. Boop. Alright, so you've gotten some really good gear. You're doing great. You're like, well, I want to... No. Yeah, let me just go through here. See, even I'm running out of vault space. So, I'm kind of looking to see what I got. You know, if there's anything I can get rid of. Not too worried about. Oh, see, I don't need any more. See, I got plenty of the effigy ones. I think if there's a quest to do Oryx marks. Do I have any more? Yeah, I do. Alright. Also, pirate room? Yeah. Yeah, that's not the that's not y'all. That's just the pirate room. Okay. Oh, wait. There we go. So, we can turn the tokens we got for him for a mighty quest chest. Da-da-da-da-da. Yep. And there's a lot of other fun stuff you get along the way. Let's say you earned some fame and you died, and now you got all this fame up here, right? And you're like, what can I spend it on? Well, when you're in the Nexus here, oops, that's the vault. Oops, I do that. When you're in the Nexus here, well, go over here to the Grand Bazaar. Bazaar. Yeah. Does it look familiar? All right. They give you a lot. They give you a really big speed boost. You can find your character. Let's see. No. Yeah, wizard. That's me. And you're like, I need some good gear. Well, take for example this. I have a tier 9 staff. I can buy a tier 10 staff using 1,000 fame. So I could spend some of the fame I got to just start with some better gear, right? Cool, easy peasy. Say like I got a tier 7 robe, and I'm like, I don't know, I could use a tier 11. I could spend the money. Sorry, not the money. The fame I earned. I just... You buy it. It's right in your inventory, you can equip it. Now, of course, they're going to show you some stuff that's worth money. Unless you want to support the developers, or if something you really think like, oh man, that's so cool. I want that. It's up to you. It's a little pricey, but you know, if it's a game you're gonna play and it's what you enjoy, I'm not gonna stop you. Like I said, even I put a little money into the game over time. That's a game I enjoy and I play frequently. So anyway, you're like, okay, cool. I've got fame. Where's some other things I could spend fame on? Well, you're probably wondering what these other portals were. Well, this is the wardrobe. You go here, look at some skins and stuff you've unlocked. For example, over years, through free and some other stuff, I've unlocked different things, like that Snow Queen, Snow Queen or Snow Witch? Snow Queen? Yeah. Yeah. I actually have that skin. Pretty cool. Different animations run around, do things. I also have the witch skin. Yeah, I like this one. I like the witch skin. This one my favorites. Or I don't have this. I don't. Oh, I do. Yeah, I do. Slime. When you see the slimes in the realm, you'll get it. You'll get it. But maybe you just want to be a regular wizard, and that's fine. So that's the wardrobe. Here is the Tinkers for your daily quest. This is a guild. If you make a guild, this is where you go to do that. You have it here, or if you go to the Nexus, it is right here. By the way, you also have, you can change your name. You can change your characters if you want to walk with this guy. I have a few different characters I've been playing. That's something for later. Worry about that. But if you go up into the right of the portals, what's this? This is where you can make your clan. I have recently made a clan. Woo! It's called what? The Duck? We love ducks, don't we? Here's our guild guy. This is an NPC, but guess what? You can talk to him. Gil! Woo! And here is my guild. Good morning! Hey, that's crazy. So, yep. And you can see all your guild members, do your thing. And, this is where all your guild members are and how much fame they've contributed to the total guild. Because there is a fame guild, a guild fame, that everyone who has died and earned fame, while they're in a guild, it goes for it. So, for 10,000, I can upgrade the guild! Woo! Also, fun fact, if you're ever low on potions, Your boy here got you hooked up. Remember, don't forget to thank your hard-working guild representative. Alright. There's one more thing. You're probably thinking, you haven't told us what one of those portals is. And you would be correct. Do I have an egg? I don't have an egg? That's crazy. Alright. So eventually you're going to come across... Wait, does one of my other characters have an egg? That'd be hilarious. Oh, really? I wanted to show off the thing. I have another wizard with an egg. Woo! Alright. We're doing good. By the way, this is a... Oh, this is another wizard I was working on. So, alright, so you've leveled up, you've got some better stuff, you've got some gear, and you come across a peg. I have a common penguin peg. This is the pet yard. Look at him! It's a whole zoo! Do I use all these pets? No. But this is the pet yard. Woo! You have different little pets, they have different abilities, they do different things. Ooh, where is he? I gotta show you my first pet. Where is he? Yeah! Slurp! Slurp, 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 slurp. Bless you, slurp. Woo! We love this guy! Woo! 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 Love this guy. He's the one in charge. So anyway. You can upgrade the pet yard by talking with the pet taker. You go to him, he'll tell you about different things, about what to do. The heck? Sorry. This is really off track here. I was like, what the heck is in my hair? It's a twig. I had smacked a tree. Carried in the grocery store. I smacked it. It's a twig, man. What the heck? Anyway, so yeah. This will tell you all the different things about what you can do to with your pet yard, including upgrade the yard. So you go to over here. And you see all the different pet skins you've unlocked. By the way, you can unlock pet skins. Hey, look at this one. Steampunk cat. You can change your pet to look like different skins you unlocked. And as you hatch them, you can see he has a gold thing. This is where you upgrade your yard. So you see now when it's all organized, you realize, okay, maybe it's not as many as you thought. Got a couple repeats. B. C slurp. Love this guy. I do favorite because this one has healing and magic heal, and that's one I like for certain. Okay, so you're like, all right, cool. I got an egg. Boom. Double click it while you're in the yard, and we got a penguin. Just your basic little penguin guy. That's a great penguin. Penguin. He's just a little guy. So we go to pets. Here's our latest boy we just unlocked. And you're like, oh man, look at this guy. He's great. Well, did you know items have what's called feed value? See where it says at the bottom, feed power, 650? Well, you can feed your pets. So, for fame, I could feed him, and it'll level up his abilities. Now, these two are grayed out, so what you do is you can fuse. So, let's say, alright, we got this guy, and we got, I don't know, grass penguin, right? Got a few of them lying around. We can fuse them. Now, these are bad fusion because we haven't leveled this ability up to max. On both of them, you want to level it up to max, and then you fuse them. When you fuse them, you'll get pets with better stats and better higher level. So this one's legendary because I've fused him several times and leveled him up. So these pets, even after you permanently die, they will go back to your yard. They will not go away. Your pets will stay with you until you decide you are where. And this one here. Alright, cool. Are you sure you want to release? Yeah, sure. And gone. I've released the baby into the wild. It's a Dininathor. Look at this guy. Look at this little guy. Yeah. Alright, so once you've done, so that is the main things to look out for. There's a few other things you'll learn along the way, and there's going to be a bunch more you'll have questions and stuff for, but that is the sort of base of the game. You're going to drop in, level up, get your good gear, maybe hatch a few pets along the way. You're going to earn fame, and yeah. But perhaps there is something like, well, that's great and all, and we've been doing good, and we've been leveling up, and we've been getting all this cool gear. But what happens if we find an enemy that's just a little too tough? Well, let's put it this way. So I am what's called a 0-8 in the community. None of my actual 8 stats, attack speed, vitality, defense, dexterity, wisdom, HP, MP, none of them is maxed out. So I'll even show you. Example between one. This one has 0 out of 8 stats maxed. My bard here has 8 out of 8 stats maxed. That means I've gotten the gear, good gear. I've maxed out all their stats. So I'm like just earning fame with them. I'm earning gear for other characters, you know, stuff I got put in my vault. What's good for? But let's say I get a little too ambitious, or maybe I just tough enemy and just didn't do it right? Anything can happen. Well, whoa, there's a lot going on. It should be a real shame if something happened. Ah, perfect. The Snake Queen, right? A formidable foe. It'd be a real shame. So we're going through. Oh, I found a treasure room. Oh, look, a potion speed. Now we're just a tiny bit faster. Alright, Snake Queen, fight me. You will not defeat me. Oh, you'll never defeat me. Oh no, you defeated me. I died. Oh no. No. Anyway, here's our fame. Woo! I'll tell you all the cool stats along the way. I'll show you minutes active. Lamau. Nice. Nice. And it'll tell you where you got all the fame from. Doing certain dungeons for the first time give you fame. Defeating certain enemies. Yeah. So, after all that, we couldn't do it. We died. Got done in by the Snake Queen. Ah, shame. Well, our account now has a bonus 967 fame. So at this point, the choice is yours. You can create a new character if you have the character slots. Something nice. Or you can pick a character you already have going. So, and then rinse and repeat. We're back in the Nexus. Da, 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 da. Woo! Da, 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 da. There we are. Yeah. So yeah, that is the main gist of Realm. Now, obviously, there's a lot more going on, and there's a bunch of different things you learn along the way. For example, we got the blacksmith over here, where you can make, sometimes enemies drop what's called blueprints. You go to these blueprints, meaning that now, these cool, like, special things we've been finding, well, now, if we consume these here, the blacksmith can permanently learn some of these items. So it's like, oh man, I really want, like, you know, a new spell for my wizard, but I don't have the right stuff for it. You know? Well, some of the items we've been collecting along the way can be turned into items. So like this one here. If we had the right stuff, so certain rare items have different material value, you can make items. But I say that's something you should experiment on your own time. Because truth be told, you're going to get rare drops along the way. And then eventually you get to the point where you just have so much junk, you don't even know what to do with it in the first place. I'm also a bit of a collector because I like collecting things from events that aren't around anymore. So, like, there are just some things, like, heck, even this one. This is what you get. This is like an item you get for when the game first moved to its own standalone. Oh, I also got Pet Rock. I have a Pet Rock. So, that's just me hoarding. If I didn't do that, I'd probably have a lot more vault space. And also, the Enchanter. See those little stats? Like down there at the bottom? It says enchantments. The Enchanter, if you earn some stuff, you can start changing the enchantments, re-rolling them to something better. So this is stuff you can play with. Definitely watch some better YouTube videos of mine. This is just a sort of like terrible crash course. Now one more thing. You're probably wondering, seasonal spoils, what does that mean? Well, let's say you want to make a new character, right? Seasonal. Seasonal characters basically are alright, you're going to be able to earn more stuff, but you can't really touch anything you've been working on in your main one. So, let's see, what sounds good? Maybe I want to be, let's be a summoner. Ooh, stone summoner, sure. I got my penguin. Your pets can come with you. And we'll do seasonal, right? Alright. You might notice a little something. Our name is green now. Like you might notice how some people's names are green and some are yellow. You have seasonal and non-seasonal character. Seasons are basically just the duration of the current battle pass. Once the season's over, they become a regular character. Woo! Now, of course, seasonal character have access to a bit more battle pass XP, slightly better loot, and did you know there's missions? Not just the daily quests, there are missions. If you hover over them, it'll tell you different things, like kill any 50 enemies. Boom, you click it, you get battle pass XP, XP booster, and a beginner weapon. Boom, that goes straight to our gift chest. Pretty cool. Now here's the thing, anything you buy on a seasonal character will be stuck on that seasonal character until the season ends. That is where the seasonal spoil chest comes into play. See, on a regular seasonal character, it's not here. And since these are the only things we picked up during, that's the only thing in our gift chest. And our regular vault, look at that. That's all we got. This will be a little bit more like what it looks like when you start out. So there's only 16. So yeah, this is a bit more like what it'd be. An empty gift chest, an empty vault, and you're going to earn your way up. But seasonal characters, you will earn more XP, battle pass, stuff like that, and you get special seasonal missions. These will get you better starting gear, more XP for the battle pass. So anything that has an S on it, boom. Like if I complete this one, I get an Avenger's Belt, which will give me an extra potion slot over here. Pretty cool. Alright, crash course aside, I hope that kind of gives you an idea. There's probably a lot to pick up and learn, and that's fine. It's just a fun game that I play in my leisure time, and I think a lot of people, obviously a lot of people still play it and enjoy it, and it can be pretty addicting. But if you really want to just go run pirate caves all day, and, you know, stay on the beach, that's fine. Play it how you want, at your own pace. If you want to go try to get the best gear to go fight Oryx himself over and over and over again to get the best gear and show off all the cool stuff you're getting. Like, look at some of this stuff. Like, that's cool, right? You can hover over and see the cool stuff. Do that. you know? Excuse me, I had to call. So yeah, this is Realm of the Mad God. It is a great game. It's fun. It's addicting. There's so much you can do. So much loot. Class, everything. It is Loot Goblin's paradise. The most important thing I can tell you is you're going to learn real quick to not get attached. Your character will eventually die. As safe as you play, you're going to find that one enemy and you'll be like, it's just going to get you. And that's okay. Take your fame, go buy some new gear for a new character, and try again. You'll get better at the game, practice, you'll do great, it's awesome, and it's a lot of fun. And bring some friends. Like, you can invite people to your guild, you know, when you finally make one. You can, you know, it's like, oh man, I need to find this person. You can lock them and they stay highlighted. You know, someone's being annoying, you can ignore them and whisper. All sorts of fun stuff. It's great with friends. You can run the dungeons together. You can be like, oh man, look at this cool loot. You can trade certain things and you can just, it's fun. It's fun with friends or strangers or by yourself. It's a great time waster. I love it. And I do recommend it. So, if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching this crazy on a whim video. I don't know. I just kind of wanted to share it. I like it. I might, I don't know. I might record some more if y'all really like it. Maybe just more on a whim. Just see what we got going on. Maybe there's an event going on or something. I don't know. But, yes. Again, thank you so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. Leave your comments for this, or if you want to see different things or all that. Your feedback is appreciated. And yeah, I guess with that, I will see you all in the next video. Bye. Holy, oh my gosh, is that Ugandan Knuckles? What the fuck?